Hello and welcome to Programming in C++ Part 2, Chapter 11, which deals with pointers, classes, virtual functions, and abstract classes exercises. Continue. We're going to start with our first video. Before we do, don't forget to smash the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you're unable to do any of those, means you're not logged in, so please take the time to log in so that you can communicate throughout YouTube and makes it easier for you to navigate through the channel. Alright, so the first exercise in this video will be Programming in C++, Part 2, Programming Exercise 11-8. Here in this exercise, our instructions, so the class data type defined in the Programming Exercise 6 prints the data in numerical form. Some applications might require the data to be printed in another form, such as March 24th, 2019, with a comma after the day. Derive the class extension data type or ext data type so that the data can be printed in either form. Add a member variable to the class ext data type or date type so that the month can also be stored in a string form, and a member function to output the month in the string format, followed by the year, for example, in the form March 29th. Or 2019. Write the definition of the functions to implement the operation for the class ext date type. And note, you may write a main.cpp to test your class, but will not be graded on the main.cpp. So we don't need to do the main. So our task 01 is correct long date is output. So we're just gonna do that. So let's move this over. And let's take a quick look at these. So data type is already filled out, or date type header file is already filled out. We'll use that as reference. Let's close it up, get on my other screen. Next, let's go to, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna need this as reference. Actually, the date type implementation file. Let's close that out. Got to do that one. And here's our ext date type header file. That one's also complete. So let's go straight to our ext date type implementation file. Let's go ahead and do this, and we won't worry about the main. Save some time. We have enough work to do. Let's go ahead and get this set up. Alright, so let's go down, let's start on line 2. First thing, let's see. Start with our include statements. First one's going to be IOStream. And let's copy and paste that. Next, let's do string. And let's include our, let's go, date type .h for our date type header file. And let's do our ext date type. Make sure you camel case it correctly. And let's do that header file. Let's go down to using namespace. std. Then let's do our first function, which will be void ext date type semicolon. Let's call this print long date. Long date. Let's do our brackets. Let's go cout. Let's do month. This again, leave a space between there. And this time, let's get did miss the day. Okay, I'm going to put them in order. Function. Comma space, close the quote, space. And now get year, and then we can close this with a semicolon. Alright, should clear the fonts there. Let's go down 2 spaces here. Let's go void. Actually, let's copy this. A few times. Right, void ext date type, and this time we'll use print long month. Here. Set function, and let's do our brackets. Let's go this time. Let's do cout month. Copy this here. All the way to get. Make sure it's correct tabs position. And we'll do get year. There. And let's go semicolon. Function is good. Let you look at that. Need more time with it. Space there. Alright, so next let's take this out here. That clears that up. Alright, so void ext date type. Let's go with set date this time. This time we'll have to add variables. Let's go set date. And let's go integer, m for month, another integer called day, another integer called year. So function brackets. Let's do a static string. And months. Array with box with 13 in it, number 13. Make it equal. Let's put these together. Let's go the months in January. We'll do this one time. Copy and paste this. Rest. Comma. February. Quotes. Should we put them in quotes? February, comma, March. And if we do like we did the last exercise, looks like we're gonna spell out the first ones. Oops, capital A on that one. And and right there after April. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. All right, so let's go from April here. Let's go ahead and enter and go down to the next line. Here, let's start with May. Comma. side. Let's drop down the line, and that's what we want it to be. And let's do October. And December. Close out that space there. Outside the brackets, let's do a semicolon at the end. And let's go down. And let's go up under static. Let's do date type. Colon. And we're going to set month. And then we're going to use the variable M. Semicolon. Month equals months. The array M that we just created. Months. Alright, so that variable looks good. So let's go down. Let's go type this out time. Yeah. ext date colon type. ext date type. Yes. Function. Let's go. Brackets. Let's go month equals January. Over there. That's good. Let's go. Date type. Let's cut this. Alright, let's take a close look. I think spring. I made a little mistake here, I do believe. We're going to do set month here. It should be, let's go to line 26. Drop this down one line. So we'll call this set date. We'll do set month. Set date first. Sorry about that. So we'll do the M, D, and the Y variable here. Here, let's just space for clarity. And 32. Let's see. Date type. This one will be set month. Myself. We'll get that just corrected. So set month. Month. Use integer. Here. Said we're going to do this one time, and we're not going to copy this. Let's copy this whole thing. Static puts right here. This first line is that. Right, so we have a whole line there. Set month integer M static string 13. We have our date types. This time it'll be set month. I skipped for set month. All we need is an M for month here. Glorious. clearing, set month M, and month equals months. Include that. Next, let's just do this. Save ourselves some time this time. So, copy that. Let's go. Save ourselves some space at the end. So what I'm showing you now is like you can skip spaces here. It doesn't matter. Like I skip space here, skip space there. Here, you don't need those spaces if you don't want them. I just want to show you both of these. All right. So let's go line 41. And let's paste what we just copied. Directions on it. Set month. Let's just go. Sure. Don't copy it. Let's just do this instead. One. Get what we need. And then we'll do ext date type. And we'll do a shortcut. Int month integer and that's not it. Let's get that. Ext date type colon ext date type. We'll do a function here, January. So month start January. There equals January, and there will now we'll so ext colon ext date type colon ext date type. Now let's do our integer month. This time we'll use n integer d. So just looking back at let's see colon. Another colon here. One is get space and do date type, and we'll define these as n, comma d, and these brackets should clear up, and it did. Now let's go ahead and do our easier on ourselves. Copy this again. Static string. Let's go ahead and put this within our brackets. Copy that. Move this. Need it. So to all right. So things should be straight there. Good. All right. M equals months. So let's go. I'll show you this. Let me run this first to make sure it's going to run without that main. It should companion. So we're going to show what we're looking for. Okay. Right, I'm going to calculate this, and we'll be back right after this to see what we got. All right, so we did get that one correct. Got our green, got our 100%. So I'll show you the code. Only thing you had to change is this file here, the ext data type or date type implementation.cpp file. And so here, just take a look at it. If you didn't get it to run. So here's the lines. You can pause it if you need to, but I'll go through and show you the whole code. line 1 through 18, line 19 to 35. Go down here so you can see 38. So line 21 to 38. And go down line 39 to 53. All right. We'll scroll through it one more time so you can get a good view. Just pause it as if you need it. Good thing we'll ever see it on one page. So all right, going, and there you have it. Just make sure you pause it when you need to, and you can rewind it if you need to. That's it for program exercise 11-8 in programming C++ part 2. We'll go on to the next exercise, which is going to be programming in C++ part 2, programming exercise 11-11. The reason why we're skipping exercise 11-9 and 11-10 is because they're practice. You can do those, but I would recommend if you do them, wait till you get finished with all your other exercises so you don't fall behind. So we'll go to 11-11, and in this exercise, our instructions are: design the class doctor type inherited from the class person type, defined in chapter 10, with an additional data member to store doctor specialty. Add appropriate constructors and member functions to initialize, access, and manipulate the data members. Design the class build type with data members to store a patient's ID and a patient's hospital charges, such as pharmacy charges for medicine, doctor's fees, and room charges, and appropriate constructors and member functions to initialize, access, and manipulate the data members. If no value was provided for a charge, it should default to 0. Design the class patient type inherited in the class person type. Defined in chapter 10 with additional data members to store a patient's ID, age, date of birth, attending physician's name, the date when the patient was admitted in the hospital, and the date when the patient was discharged from the hospital. Use the class data type to store the date of birth, the admit date, the discharge date, and the class doctor type to store the attending physician's name. Add appropriate constructors and member functions to initialize, access, and manipulate the data members. Be careful: the date type object and the patient type object might accept different date formats. So write a program to test your classes. Task 1, the doctor type works as expected. Task 2, the build type works as expected. And then task 3, the patient type works as expected. All right, so let's go and see what we got. Looks like it's easy. Now we're not going to look at all these. We're going to go to the ones that we need to do. The header files and let's see. Start with doctor type. Anything else? Order. So let's go jump into this one. Let's do our. So here we're going to need to do if and define H doctor type. Right. Next, we'll do hashtag pound find H type. And let's do our include statement. String, and we have another include statement. This one we use person type. So header files H. Didn't do my quotes. Now let's go down using namespace, std, class here. Oops. Doctor type. And we'll call it public person type. This bracket here. Let's go down and go public goes forward, no indent. Colon. Let's go void. Right. And then constructor. Void. Set specialty. Speciality. String get specialty. Two. Let's go doctor type. And here we'll go string first equal and put some quotes there. String class last name. Skin. Comma. And string use the abbreviation SPL for specialty. It's right there. Let's see a semicolon past that. Now let's add our private part. Private colon string specialty. There. And remember to clear up this fault. We need a semicolon here after this class bracket. And then we need to end hashtag end if. And that should clear it up. Alright, so we got that done. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back to do more right after this. Alright, let's get another quick look at this. You need more time with it. Pause it. This is your doctor type header file. Alright, so there we go. Let's close that out. Let's go back to our there. Let's do our build type. We need to mess with the header file, but we'll look at it real quick. So save us some other screen. Let's go implementation file. Need to work on here. It's build type implementation. So let's go start with our includes 2. Let's go include. First we'll start with IOStream. And let's do string. And then let's go IOMap. IOMaps, sorry. And we'll do include build type dot header dot h. Wow, that's good. So using namespace std. And let's go void build type colon. Let's go print build. Constructor. Let's go brackets. Start this one with the COUTS. Let's go set our precision, fix, show points, set precision to let's go COUT again. Times go pharmacy charges. Charges. Charges variable. Line. COUT again. Let's go room charges. Rent. Let's go COUT. Doctor's fees. That's good. And we'll use the variable doctor fee. This time, let's see how this neat. Let's go line. This time, let's go all the way here. Space and line. COUT. Total charges. Form C. Pharmacy charges. Plus rent. And we're using a variable, of course. And that's all that calculation. And space there. Alright, so that's it for that function. Give you another look at it too. So far. Let's go down to our next one. We'll do double field type colon daily amount. Descriptors. Here, let's just return pharmacy charges. Plus doctor fee. Here. So it's our billing amount. So now we need our to the void bill type. Colon. Set info. String code ID. Double. short nose. ID equals ID. Charges. PH charges. Room rent. It for that one. So let's do this. Let's go next type. Let's go right type. Let's go set ID. Let's go string. Here, brackets, ID equals ID. Next one, we do string, type. This time we'll get ID. And brackets, just return. Move on to our next one, but right after this. All right, so let's see here. All right, so let's go back. Let's go to our next one. Looks like it's going to be set the pharmacy prices. So let's go void field type colon set pharmacy charges, and it's going to be a double charges. All right, so here simply brackets. Let's go pharmacy charges. Actually, let's return charges. Now let's go pharmacy charges with charges here. Turn it on the next line. And let's go string double type colon get pharmacy charges. Open brackets, and we'll return charges. So all right, so we're gonna do a copy and paste thing again here. This one. We'll type down here. Let's go update charges. Double charges is going to be the same thing. Pharmacy charges. Next build type looks like it's going to be alright, so let's go set room rate. Set room rate. It's going to be double charges as well. Brackets. Room rate equals charges. Simplify everything. Charges that is a double and cost. Let's go double. Build type. Get rent. There and then let's return room rent. Brackets. Turn. Type is update room rent. Double charges. And like I said before, bracket, and then our room rent is going to equal room rent. Rent plus charges. Else that. Let's go next one here. Doctor. Bill. Let's try this. All three of these. Let's copy these to change this. These. Dr. B. Dr. B. Charges. Type set. There we go. Set. Set. B. Get Dr. B. And Dr. B. Oops. Update. And Dr. Feed equals Dr. Feed. Plus charges. Alright, so we got that one done. So let's go ahead and build type. Let's get this up from the top. Type it here. Let's go. Type. Let's get this here. Build type again, and let's go control. There we go. Charges. that's what we got on this one. Go away to the grip. This one here. Still work without that. This looks terrible. Alright, so that's it for the bill implementation file. Show that for you. Deposit. So I know sometimes it's hard to catch up, keep up when you make a mistake or you skip something or you your space. But let's go ahead on to our next one. What we do? And let's do doctor type implementation. Alright, so before we start, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Alright, so let's jump on in. Make sure you're on the doctor type implementation file. Let's do our include statements. And we're going to start with IOStream. Then we're going to do string. Then we'll do our header file. It's going to be doctor type.h. Now to using namespace. std. Then let's go void doctor type. Print. Let's go to constructor. Brackets. Person type. Use that. Instructions. Cout. Space right there between the quotes and special. That. Let's keep this here for our well-being. Next we got void doctor type set specialty. And let's go string. Let's shorten that to SPL. Bracket. And let's go specialty. Equals SPL. Person type. Alright, we'll get to it. Alright, so yeah. Alright, so next let's go string. Get it this time. Type it specialty. This time bracket brackets. Say turn specialty. Person. Set special. And now let's do Dr. type. And let's go with your string first. Last string SPL. It's specialty SPL. Gotta spell some. Alright, let's go ahead. Let you look at that. Alright, so that's it for your Docker type implementation file. Let's close this out. Let's go ahead and go to our next one. It's going to be person type. Look at this one real quick. I think we have to do anything, but make sure that we have need. So this one real quick. That one. So person type information file. So we use as reference. So that right there. And person type information file. Oh, this is weird. There we go. Right. Patient type. So I think we have the patient type. To the header. All right, so we're on the patient type header here. Let's go and get our statements together. Let's go in if and def. And define. Let's go h underscore patient type. Let's go define hashtag define. Same thing, h patient type. Let's go include statements. Include string on this one. Include Docker type. H. Let's include person type. Dot H. And date type. Alright, so using namespace. CD. Class. Patient type. And we're calling public person type. Alright, let's go brackets. And public. And let's go void print first. This constructor. Let's do void set info. string f name for first name and string l name for last name. Same thing. That's how it should look. Space here. And let's take a quick break right back after this. Alright, so we're on the next line, so let's do integer, call it b-day, birthday, gonna equal 1. Integer, birth month, gonna equal 1. And integer, birth year, gonna equal 1900. Oops. Comma there. Get on to the next line. Let's go string doc our name equals just like we did before. And comma string doc last name equals comma. Let's go strings doc spl equals. Come on out of there. Down to this line. Comma. Great. Let's put it down. Then let's do integer admission day equals 1. Integer month equals 1. Integer admission year equals 1. Sorry about that. 1800. And let's go down to the next line again. Let's go integer discharge. Look it up again. 1 integer s month equals 1 integer discharge year 1900. Wait for that one. Let's go down to here. Let's see. Alright, so let's do something real quick. Let's go back up here, hit this semicolon, and split these up. There we go. Let's go back over. Next function. This one's going to be void set ID. And the string is going to be ID lowercase. Semicolon. String get ID. Let's go void set birth date. It's going to be integer b-day. One integer month equals one, and integer b year equals 1900. Integer get birthday day. Integer get month and integer get year. So we got this repetition coming up here. So let's go set doctor name. Doctor name. Void set doctor name. String is going to be F name as string. LM. Same thing. Let's go ahead and select that. Void set doctor specialty. SPL string SPL equals, string doctor first name. String here, and so string get specialty function. Void set admin date. Integer NEM date day. One integer one Alright, so let's go integer get admin day. Integer get year. Right. Okay, so let's do void set this. Alright, so this time it's going to be discharge date. Yes. Here, everywhere you see the admin, just change it to DIS. 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 DIS here. Show you cable case of that. Here, let's get patient type, copy in. Exact same thing as this. That. And patient type. What you got? Over a little bit. Meter. There we have it. Alright, so since this is a class, let's go ahead and finish it up the right way. That semicolon there. And let's do and if. Make sure we it. It's cleared up. I'll leave you one to look at it if you want to, if you're still working on it. Go ahead and continue to do so. Pause it if you need to. Next one. Just quick break. Alright, so that's it for patient type, the patient type header. Let's go to the patient type implementation file. Here. And make sure you're on this one. And we'll dive right into that. Let's go ahead and skip. Let's do our include statements on this one. And we need our IOStream because it's an implementation file. And let's go and do the rest of them. String and IO minute. And let's do our here, patient type. H. Alright. Now I got using namespace std. Let's go with void patient type. Let's go print. Let's go to constructor. And let's go. Oops. Let's go see out patient person type. Right. Function and then see out. Session. Same thing. Attending. print date. See out. So let's go see out again. Discharge. Print date. See out. Inline. Alright, so let's get to our rest of our functions. Billions and billions. Let's go back to our header. Let's go to our patient type set. Let me copy this from set info, just this inside the brackets and the semicolon. Go back to this is my patient type header, line 1721 without the void set info. Go back to this and do void patient type colon set info. And I'm going to paste that. I'm just going to line this up. Tab it over. Type that again. Here we'll go to our patient type again. Alright, so let's go back to implementation and let's type patient type, set info. It's here. Yet. But we come down here underneath. That's why it's there. Here, brackets. Then inside these brackets. This semicolon should now. Yep. Alright, back to you. Let's move on. Got several faults. You gotta be on the outside. It's gotta be on the outside. Sure. That's great. So let's go and move on. ID equals ID. Set name. F first name, comma, L. ID equals ID. Brackets. This one. All right, date of birth. Next, we got attending physician. Set name. Doc. First name this time. LA. Specialty. Dot set specialty. Doc. All right. Admit date. Set date. Admit day. Admit month. Year. That's what's going on. That one. So your patient type, your admit day, admit month, there's Amis is MTH. 20, patient type header. MTH. TH. TH2. Admin or this. That one out. Let's go back to our patient type. Patient. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. All right, so everywhere we have it, same thing. Admit month, MTH, and that should clear it up. So it's here. Those I haven't got to yet. All right, so let's get on to it. Let's find it. String ID. All right, so let's go ahead and pull up that patient type header. I don't know how I missed this part. So this is where our ID is an issue. So let's go to line 52, push it down, go all the way over because we got to set this part to private. And over. Let's go string doctor type. Attending physician. Where did I find it? Well, date type. Admit date. Date type. Discharge date. Alright, then we got and if so this is what I added. Private. Let's go back to our patient type, see what we got. So attending physician, physician, I spelled that wrong. 7 doc specialty. Let's go special. Set special down here. Set, set, set this date. Get out 43. Set doctor specialty. Set doctor. Alright, so let's go back here again. Back on track. So I'll find this one out later. Let's go here. This one out. 39. Let's go. Two here. 2 spaces. Alright, so let's go back to 40. And let's do discharge date. Set date. Let's go discharge day. Discharge month. Discharge year. Up here. All right, so we got that number 40, we're on line 40, so let's go down and let's go on. Let's highlight it. All right, next, let's go down to, let's go down to patient type. Set ID. Brackets. Oops. ID equals ID. String patient type ID. That's what I'm turning. Brackets. Type. Set birthday. Set date. And integer B-day. Integer month. Brackets. Date of birth. Set date. B-day. BMTH. Capital T. Let's go integer patient. Now let's get birthday. Brackets. Turn. Right. Let's go here and let's do birthday again. Okay, so let's just copy and paste this here. Nice. So we got the day. Now we gotta get birth. Month. Spell it out. Change date of month. Let's change year. Year of this last one. Alright. That licked. Alright, so let's go here and let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Alright, so welcome back. Let's go to our doctor type here. doctor type header file right here. Pull it up. And let's make sure, I think we missed something here. It says void set specialty. Let's go string SPL there. And I think that's all we should need for that. Let's close that out. See if that helped us out with this one line that we had an error on, and it did. Alright. We'll check on the other one later. That's it. Clear up almost all of our errors. I'll find this one eventually. Let's go ahead on and move forward. Go back to line 34 where we were on our patient type implementation file. Close this out. Let's see. Let's go void patient type. Void patient type. This time let's do set doctor name. Let's go string name string F name string L name. Bracket there. So attending physician dot set name. Set name. Set. Let's go F name. L name. Uppercase uppercase. And let's go I must go set doctor's specialty. SPL. And then just gotta get a simple string SPL. Let's go brackets. And attending physician set specialty. Set specialty. Let's call this SPL. Let's go string. Should take. Let's go get doctor first name. That, and let's bracket. Let's go return pending physician. email. Copy this. And here, this time, L name. And let's get Dr. Specialty SPL. SPL. Capital S. Get specialty. Next, let's go void chip type. Set at date. Admit date. Int ADM day. Int ADM MTH. Enter ADM here. Admit. So go admit date. Dot set date. Or set day. Set date. Yeah, let's go set date. And let's do ADM day. ADM MTH. ADM year. Function. Int. Type. Get admin date. Let's return. Alright, so we can do this 2 times. Should get the reservation for a month. When it counts. Alright, so this time I'm going to get admin month. Month. This, all this set and day. 29. And wait, picture type set. I can copy that 119 and paste it. The admin day, I'm going to change it to discharge. Admin to discharge. Add ADM, it's going to be DIS. Discharge. Admit, it's going to be discharge. Spell out. S. Uppercase it. Discharge. discharge. It's a D. Yes. Get this again. Let's see something. Let's go ahead and start this one. Take a quick break right after this. Back right after this, I should say. Alright, on these last few lines, we're going to copy and paste to make it easier. So let's go ahead and copy patient type here. Let's go patient type, like those. And then let's go up to our set info line. String here, line 28, bracket to bracket. Copy and paste that. Copy that. Down. Right past the second patient type. And paste it right there. This may be a little off. I'm just going to line it up by backspacing it. Right. So let's see. Work. Try something else. Exactly the same. So let's go back and do that. Let's go string ID, comma, string first name, comma, string last name, comma, integer B day, integer B month. All we're doing is taking up equals everything out. We're just leaving the variables in. String doctor first name, R name, string doc last name, string doc specialty. Get out the equals, leaving out the variables. Type year, discharge date, discharge month, discharge year. Yes. Colon here, patient type, person type. Person type. Header file. Person type. Let's go. Same thing. Top type. First name. First name, the bracket all the way. Don't need the semicolon, so we just put it right there. Bracket. Right outside of brackets here. Let's just cover these brackets. Paste it. Copy. Let's just type it. Trying to. L, N, So let's take a quick break. We'll be back after this. All right, so we're back. Like we made some headway. See if we can clear these two faults up. But I think I got what I did here. Set info DSCH line 32. Once you set that, you should clear up. Let's charge mod TH. So this one. Let's charge. So that one cleared up that one. We're good to go. No faults on this. I'll show you this real quick when we go to our main. If you need to pause it, pause it. If you need more time to work on it, here we go. This is a doozy. Pause it if you need to. Before we move on to our main. The more you do these, the more you take long sits and staring at it. It's easy to make mistakes. Getting a little tired, but I want to finish this for that. It's been a while since I. All right, so I'll show you that again. There we go. Got that done. Let's close these out now. Let's just go to our main. Do the rest of the work here. And let's see. Get our include IO stream. Drop that down on line. Some more room to work. Let's go ahead and string. And then we need to do our header files. First one's going to be patient type. H. Then we're going to do field type. H. So here, 11. So let's go patient type. New patient. And build type. Build. String. String 1. String. 2. Scout. Enter patient's ID. CN. Scout. Watch that. See out. Enter patients. Let's call it first name. And last name. So string 2. Let's go. Patients. Set name. Let's go string 1. String 2. Let's go submit there. Copy this. This. Line 33. Paste it. Change patients to doctor. Okay, so then we'll do set doctor. Here. So that 2 here. Cover this one. Let's go specialty. String 1, 9. Down. Patient set doctor PO. This will just be straight. Alright. Now let's go add the numbers they want us to add for this exercise. New patient. Set. And date. We use 4. So we're doing input. These numbers. 9. Discharge date. PIS. 4/21. These up. Let's go to bills. Bill set. See charges. Looks like we've got a good one going here. Let's need. Show you this in slow motion again. Make sure you pause it if you need to. Scroll down and still working on it. Just pause it. And there we go. Now go close it out and go to our companion and we're going to run it. What we do, we'll take a break. We're right back after this. Alright, so let's go ahead and run this thing. Alright, so we got patient type set at 8. That's right, good. Set 999. Let's go ahead and see if we can find that patient type implementation file. 9. Down, over. What's going on here? So 99. Let's see. Set. Type. Set. Okay. 19. 1799. So I'm gonna look at this. I'll get back just as soon as I look. All right, I found one easy one. So if you go to patient type implementation file, where it has set admin date 99, and it's at 119. So I got set admin date. This is the admit date here. Admit date, admit. Then when you get to 119, I didn't change this set. It should be set discharge date or DIS. Change this to DIS. So on 119, if you change it to DIS, 99 got a fault because of that, and it didn't show, but it was there twice, but we only needed it there once. And then when DIS, I should change these to DIS as well. Discharge date. So let's do that. That's what. Okay. That's one of those things where the word was spelled correctly, but it was the wrong context. These should all be DIS. Miss these. And when you copy and paste, that happens sometime. But the key is knowing how to debug it and find your mistakes. Sometimes when they don't show like that, it's a little harder. But the more you do this, the better you'll get at it. So there we go. I am pretty sure it'll run now. So what I did was on line 119, change the add ADAM to DIS everywhere. And then line 121, I did it here too. DIS instead of. Alright. Let's close that and let's run it again. This time we get it. On long programs, it's easy to make these mistakes. So 17 and 28. This is. Take this one out too. I think this is going to be on the. Alright, let's go check these out. I'll be back when I find it. Alright, so what it's telling me here on line 28 on patient type implementation. Remember what we did when we pasted from the header file? We went through and we had to get rid of all the extras. Since we did it before, I'm going to go down here. Make sure you're on the patient type implementation file. Go down here to we'll go inside the brackets or inside the parentheses. Copy all this because we already did this. Let's copy that line 139 on patient type implementation. All the way up. 28. Everything within inside these parentheses, except for the parentheses, just go inside and copy that there. And let's go ahead and try to run that again. So 17 was from a header file. This time, enter patient's ID. Let's see if any. So neck. Okay. That gives us the what we did in Ed O'Neill neck. So, admin discharge date. Put that on there. Right? Let's see if we got this grade on. Sure. There we go. So we got. I'll run through these one more time. So if you missed them, go through them fast. The ones that we change. In case you missed them, you'll be able to catch them. Okay, we'll step out and let it calculate. We'll come back after calculate. All right, so we got the first two. Got an 87.50. I'm gonna go in and look at this real quick. Patient type again. I think I know what I did wrong. Actually, I'm gonna leave it at 87.5. I'll put it in the comments. I'll check that one out later. It's taking too much time to do this one, so we'll give you credit for it if you get the 87.50. If I figured it out beforehand, I'll post it in the comments. So check the comments or the description. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. The files that we changed, the doctor type. Let's go straight to that one. Actually, we start with bill type patient file. All right, so here's what we got on the bill type information. So I'm just going to scroll down real quick. You pause it if you need to. I'm going to go. Pause it if you need it. Rewind it if you need to. This here. All right, so that's the bill type implementation file. Next, let's go to the doctor type header file. Quick, same thing. Pause it if you need to. That's it. Doctor type implementation file. Let's go in order of the files as they line up. That the main patient type. So see it. Header file. Implementation file. The last one. Longest two. Right. Go. do apologize for all the mistakes. If I get a chance, I'll go back and see if I can solve this one again. All right. It's been a while since I've been on. I know if you're doing it now or future, you won't know that. You can follow me live. I noticed that it has been a break, but I'm back. But thank you for joining. That is all for programming in C++ Part 2, Chapter 11, Exercise 11. Please hit the like button. Leave a comment. If you've seen what something I missed or messed up, that's going to help. Leave it in the comments. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that like button. And I'll see you on the next one. All right. Thanks again for joining. Have a wonderful day. Take care.